Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Ben and I am a plant-based advocate. I am a strength and conditioning coach. I'm a movement practitioner who loves to run, and I'm trying to help as many runners as I can get healthy, so it helps improve not only their health and well-being but their performance at the same time. In my last video I talked about the importance of recovery, and I mentioned that I was going to show you something called Archetypal Postures, and here it is. So this is something that I do on a daily basis to make sure that I'm keeping my limbs, and in particular my feet, my ankles, my knees, my hips and my spine as healthy as I can, so I can run without any pain and get stronger at the same time without overloading the body. So all you need is the flow. If you do struggle, you can use something like a foam roller, a cushion, pretty much anything that helps to support you. The aim is it shouldn't be uncomfortable. If it's too uncomfortable, you'll get out of the position. But the aim is spend as long as you want here. I usually aim for around 45 minutes, and I'll just do the main positions here. There are so many more, and there are so many other people talking about this as well, which is excellent. But yeah, archetypal postures, and I aim for around 3 to 5 minutes of each of these positions. So the first one that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to just use the basic terms as well, is you're just going to be sitting on your knees and you're going to have your feet flat. So the purpose behind this is it's going to help to open out the front of your shins. So if you're suffering from shin splints or really tight through here, great way to release. Also, it's going to help to open out through the front of your feet, and it's going to open out the quads if they're tight. And because we're sitting upright, it's going to engage core muscles, back muscles, which mean you burn more calories, so an added bonus. If this is too uncomfortable, all you need to do is get the roller, put this either on your heels, and you'll find that's way more comfortable to begin with, or if it's not hard enough, you can put your feet on the roller and then sit back, and this is really going to open out all through the front of the feet and the shins. So depending on what level you are when it comes to your flexibility levels, you determine what you want to do, but the aim is around 3 to 5 minutes. Now straight after that, you're going to do the opposite, and you're going to tuck your toes under. So when we're doing this, we're trying to get all your toes tucked under, so it's going to open out through the bottom of your feet, in particular anyone who's suffering from plantar fasciitis. Really good way to release through here. This is also going to release the Achilles tendon. At the same time, it's going to release the quads, and we're burning more calories. A side note, when we do this one, think about pushing your heels away from each other so you can get all your toes. If it's just all on the big toe, you'll find that it's really painful. So think of pushing the heels away, and that will open out and distribute the load all through the toes instead of that big toe. Yet again, 3 to 5 minutes. Now from here, I'm going to use this because I'm tight after my workout, so you can use this. There's some days you're going to be fine doing it without some aiding, or there's days you're going to need it. But next exercise is going to be cross-legged. Now what this is doing is a number of different areas. It's going to help to open out through the front of your shins. It's going to open out through the adductors as well, and sitting upright. So being in this position here and just holding it for as long as you want. Gravity is constantly pulling this down, which means that it's just going to help to get them knees closer and closer to the floor. Don't try and push this one too early and try and go advanced. If you're up here like this and you're hunched over, this is the last thing we want. So you want to feel like you're very comfortable and you can sit upright. I'm not bothered about the height of the knees, and you might actually need something underneath your knees to help support it. So you would hold this one for 3 to 5 minutes. Straight after that, you're going to switch and do the opposite side. You'll find one side's a little bit easier than the other depending on which foot you are, or the sports that you've played before, or any existing injuries. So make sure that you spend equal time on both sides, or if anything, spend more time on the side that's tighter to try and balance the body out. So after you've done cross-legged each way, you're going to have the soles of your feet together. So you can see this is one that I struggle with. My knees should be down to the floor. That is not happening. That is showing that my adductors are tight. And as I say, you hold this position. For a lot of people, my clients, I will get them to put something underneath the knees, but you don't have to. It all depends on what you want to do. But don't feel like you've got to force your knees down. Gravity is constantly pulling it down, so you just need to relax here. So just focus on your breathing. And once it gets a little bit too uncomfortable, then I would suggest to get out of the position. But remember, I will keep on saying this, in between 3 to 5 minutes, and this position would be awesome. Now from here, because we've hit the inside of the leg, we're going to go and hit the outside, so we're going to hit more towards the glute area and the lower back. So this one is known as the 90-90. So all we do is front leg is going to be at a 90-degree angle, back leg will be at a 90-degree angle. Now you can see for me, I cannot support myself. You can see I'm leaning to the side, and this is just showing I've got tightness through here. I cannot do that without an aid, so all I do is I'll get the roller and I sit in this position. Now what this is doing, it's helping to improve the internal rotation and external rotation, so it's hitting 2 for the price of 1. Spend a lot of time in this position because it's something that we do not do enough, especially when we're running. It tends to be just in a straight line. Our hips are designed to move internally and externally, and if we don't do that, we lose the ability to switch on the glutes or open out the adductors, which means that everything closes up, which is the last thing that we want. So 3 to 5 minutes, and you can move your back foot around as well, or even the front foot, so you can bring that closer to you, and that's going to stretch out the quad. You can just sit in this position and use your hand. That's perfectly fine. Whatever you feel most comfortable doing, but each and every day you'll find the more that you do this, the less that you need to use your hand. The less you can use the hand means that everything's starting to lengthen out. Now from here we're going to switch and do the other side. And as I say, you'll find that there's one side that tends to be easier than the other. For me, this is my easier side. However, I'm going to keep it the same just to make sure that I'm keep my hand down just to keep it even. So stay in this position, deep breaths. You can move around, just small micro movements. That's going to make a huge difference. You can lean forward if you want more of a stretch of the glutes. If you want to hit more of this back leg, you can move the back leg further out. And this is really going to open you out. So wherever you want to go. Feel like if you want to explore different positions, by all means do that. Now from here, we're going to go into, I'm going to go from the side to begin with. You're going to sit on one leg and you're going to have the other leg in front. So what this is doing here, it's going to help to open out just one side of your shin. Now with this other leg, I'm just going to move this leg out the way so you can see. I'm putting pressure on my leg here, so I'm trying to get my calf and my hamstring resting on top of each other, and this is going to help to open up the Achilles, and it's going to improve my ankle dorsiflexion, which is the ability to squat. Now with this, you would sit upright, you can put pressure on this knee, and you would hold here. You can even have this knee out to the side if that's more comfortable. As I say, explore with different positions and find what works for you, and then go from there. Straight after that, I'm going to face you so you can see here, switch and do the other side. If your heel comes off the floor, that is fine, that's cool, don't worry about it. However, if you don't like that, you can move the leg further forward, and that just makes you a bit more stable. The closer this leg is to you, the more it's going to give a stretch through the Achilles area, and the more weight you put on this knee, the more it's going to help you stretch out all through the calf muscle as well. Now the last exercise of this routine, or the second last one I should say, is straight leg sitting. So you're just going to sit with your legs out as flat as you can, and the challenge is to try and keep your back straight. Now if you can't get your back straight, what I would suggest, use the roller again, or a chair, or not a chair, like a stool or something, and try and sit with good posture. What this is going to do, it's going to help to strengthen the lower back, it's going to help to open up through the hamstrings as well. You can lean forward if you want, but just sitting here, it's going to be a really good way to help cool you down. So if you're really hot after a run, sit in this position, you will lose a lot of heat through here, which means that it will cool you down faster. Now the last one is the gold star, and I'm going to grab something else for this. What I have here is a half roller. Now you can use books, towels, whatever, but the ultimate exercise, all these exercises compound to make the squat. And this is kind of the gold star of all movements. To begin with, what I would suggest for people who are not used to squatting is to sit on something like this, and this is just going to allow you to keep a good posture. You'll find with a lot of people they will roll forward because they don't have the mobility through the ankles or through the knees or through the hips and through the spine. From here, all you're doing is you can use your elbows to push your knees out, which is going to stretch the adductors, and this exercise is the ultimate. I would suggest that you spend as much time in this position. You can do it before running, you can do it after running. It's a really great stretch after a run, and the more you can squat, the healthier you are. The healthier you are, the better runner you are. So, I'll say it again, 3 to 5 minutes in each of these positions. Give it a go, let me know what you think, and if you want more videos like this, just let me know. Apart from that, look after yourselves and take care.